What's up? This is my review on a XAV-AX8000 by Sony. It's the 8.95 inch screen, you can say 9 inch LCD screen. It has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I have it in my 2009 Suburban, and so far I could say it's a pretty good head unit. It has a 5-volt pre-outputs for your RCAs, and so far I like it. I have no issues with it. So a little bit. Yeah, I have no issues with it. Only issue that I have had was with the install, and that's because where the RCA jacks sit on the back. And well, I'll just say this: if you're not running any RCAs or anything like that, or 4-channel amplifiers or anything, you should have a good fit. Like right now, my fit is pretty good. It's flush, it's flat and everything. But before, I couldn't get that because the RCA jacks would hit, or the plugs rather, would hit the back where the plate is. Well, in my Suburban, I don't know about other cars, but in my Suburban, it would hit in the back, and I would have to adjust the dash kit, whatever, for it to stick out, a little further. And it wasn't a good look. So, in order for me to fix that, I had to use the RCA elbows, the 90-degree RCA adapters or whatever. So you have your RCAs, but then there's this 90-degree adapter that plugs in, and the RCA, you could, depending on how they're sitting in the vehicle, so some of them are like off to the side or up like this, instead of RCAs coming straight to the back, whatever. So I had to use these in the back in order for the fit to fit flush all around it. Probably not the best camera person with this phone, but another thing as far as the settings, and one thing I didn't like was the crossover settings. My high pass filter on this radio only goes up to 120 hertz. So unlike previous head units that I had before, they go up to like 200, maybe 220 hertz on a high pass filter, and I'm used to having my high pass filter on my head unit set about 180 hertz, whatever. So this only goes to 120, so I had to make some other adjustments for my 4-channel in order to still get the sound that I want out of it. Otherwise, you still get somewhat still of a punchy sound, and that's not what I want, because I have a very loud system in here. I have 6-inch and 8-inch Sylvesters from Def Mounts in my doors, all 4 doors. So, but other than that, the functionality is all this is pretty quick. It's very responsive. There's really no lag to it. Even with, I have a flash drive with a lot of music on it, and it reads it almost immediately. And like so far, I have not had any issues as far as that. That's been a good thing. Even with the bag-up camera with this big screen, you can see everything coming behind me. The lines are good. So far, that's pretty good. Overall, I'll say, even with the responsiveness from the Android Auto and the maps and things of that nature, it's all pretty good. It's pretty much, I would say, one of the fastest head units that I've owned or whatever. I used to have a JVC before this. It was pretty slow, but the Alpine was pretty comparable to this one or whatever. But it was just like the 7-inch in dash, whatever. But you want to consider this, I'll say it's a pretty good head unit, even though they do have the 7-inch version. I think one smaller maybe, but you go with either one. You can't go wrong with either one or whatever. But if you want that real big screen and kind of float look appeal to it, I'll say go with this. And if you're running 4-channel or anything like that, use the RCA elbows. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.